We're live. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for being here. Had to run and get my water. Didn't have the water going at the time. Left it in the refrigerator. But gosh, it tastes so good. Let me put that there. So how are you doing today? It's Thursday. It's been an interesting couple of days. I was out this morning early. It was freezing cold out there. I still feel the cold on my face, but it feels really good. And then getting back in time here to get this class going, which is always great. Craig, good to see you here this morning. Haven't seen you in a couple of weeks, it feels like. So happy New Year. Hope you had a great holiday season and good to see you back here, Craig. Thanks so much for being here. Joe, good to see you here. Thanks so much for showing up. And I hope you're ready for a good workout. Today's more of an advanced workout. Tuesdays was very basic, but dynamic, working on different strengthenings. And you're going to see over the next few weeks, we're going to have some changes going on how we're going to be approaching these. Now, the first Tuesday of every month, I do an open class, as those of you that are around know, where you can bring me questions. You write the questions on the Facebook, and then I would create exercises for you there and then. I love it. It puts me on under pressure because I got to come up with stuff real quick and look at your problems that you're having and give you something specific for you. So it's like having your own personal trainer. But we didn't do it this Tuesday because it was the first Tuesday of the year, and wanted to just get on with the basic workout and the messaging, have people ready. I didn't think people would be ready for that class. So this Tuesday coming, that's going to be, let me think, the first was Friday, second, third, fourth, so fifth. So it's going to be the 12th. I believe it's January the 12th. That's Tuesday. I'm going to come again with an open class that you guys can bring your questions, your concerns, some of the things that are sticking points, or maybe even some motivation to get going again if you've dropped off. Look, it's the new year. It's, as much as for me, it's just another day. For so many people, it's setting those resolutions to improve and stick to a plan, a program. I know Kathy put out a fantastic 21-day program that she's doing on her Wednesdays, and a calendar that she can use, or you can use to come up with your game plan. And I want you to come up with a game plan, but I want to be there to help you instead of you just following me. So next Tuesday, January the 12th, I believe it is going to be the open class where you can come in and you can watch and ask me any questions you want, put me under pressure, ask me to create something for you that I can, that will specifically help you. Imagine that I'm your personal trainer next Tuesday and I would create things. We're going to try and keep the class under an hour because the other ones that have gone on sometimes have gone an hour and a half because so many people are asking questions. And I really appreciate that. So we're going to try and keep that. And if it goes really well, we'll do another one. Let me just go back. Hey, Pat, good to see you here. Good morning. Thanks so much. Unless you're on the East Coast, then it's good afternoon. Hi, Mum. How are you? Great to see you. Always. Thanks so much. Eric, good to see you all the way from China. Thanks so much for being here and stopping by and just saying hi. Bob, good morning, Bob and Ben. Thanks so much. And it's great you two are preceding Betsy. Anyone that can get here before Betsy being the professor is great. Thanks so much, Betsy, for being here as well. Joe, good morning. Great to see you here. And Karen, hopefully you got your 60 up balance balls. Remember, today's is more of an advanced workout, so go at your own pace. I am going to be a little bit faster today. This is probably the highest level workout of the week, but don't let that scare you. Just go at your own pace. Stop if you need to, join in when you can, take a rest, or some people just like to watch it and just watch it and give an idea of where they're going because they're still at the basic level, but it will give you an idea of this board can take you so far. I'm going to be doing more and more advanced workouts too. Chad, good to see you, Chad. I'm going to try giving you a call later on. So thanks so much for the message. Hope everything went great with you yesterday. It's been a crazy day. Yesterday I was drilling poles. You can see my fingers here are all slashed up from drilling the metal poles we do. I do all the metal poles personally myself, making sure that they're solid, safe, drilled properly, fit properly, assembled properly, and then we wipe them all down to make sure they're clean of any germs or anything in there. Betsy, hi Dan and hi all. Thanks for saying hi. Ken, great to see you here, and Ginny as well. It's some of my favorite people always showing up here. So thanks so much. Let me give you my message for today. I was out this morning, like I said, nice and early, getting on a workout. And there was some diversions in there. So I'm looking at the different place. I want to get to this place where I go and work out. And I had to take a diversion. And it made me think of life, right? We all have a destination. We have these things when we sit in the sofa, when we're, looking at sometimes out the window and just seeing the beauty that's around us, or we're watching a TV show. We have goals and destinations that we want to get to. Some are personal for us, and some are things that we want to go and see that somebody else has created. But along the way, things come in that stop us. It could be physical, mental, emotional. It could be people that are in your inner circle. It could be people that are trying to stop you doing stuff. And so what happens is that tends to set us back. But for every block or roadblock or something stopping you, it doesn't need to change your destination. You just have to find another way to get there. If it really means that much to you, and it's something that's really a goal for you, then that's why they have a diversion. Everything in life is a potential diversion. And we have to look at it and say, how do I get where I want to go as the blocks come in? Now, so much of that is a positive thinking. It's looking at the situation and saying, I'm not going to let that stop me, but I can't go that way. I'll find another route. And I feel that's so applicable to this amazing group that we have here with 60 Up. The family that you're all a part of. You all have your own destinations. You all have your own things that you want to achieve. And don't let anything or anyone deter you, not just from the vision of it, but the belief you can get there. I have true trust and confidence that we can help you get there. It may take some people longer. It may be tougher. It may be harder. And we've got to be realistic, right? If I said today, I want to go and play in the NBA, the chance of that happening is probably pretty minimal. That'd be my guess. First off, I'm English, and I remember playing basketball, and I just remember my job was to foul their best player, and normally by halftime I would be home. So I was fouled out the game very quick. I'm not a basketball player. But if I turned around and said I wanted to get better at basketball and play in a men's league, for sure I could do it. No different than if you said, hey, I want to go run a marathon. You might say, I'm not sure the marathon, my body's going to be able to train that much for it. Although I see some incredible people in the senior generation that are doing fantastic. But you might say, you know what? I want to be able to walk a mile. I haven't been able to walk unaided for 100 feet, let alone a mile. I truly believe, and that could lead from 1 mile to 2 miles as you discover how amazing you are. So my message today is, with all the diversions that are going to come, there's no such thing as an easy journey. With everything that comes along, keep your focus on where you want to be. Address the issues that come along, adapt, adjust, but never stop believing that you can get where you want to get to. So that's my message for today. Just going through here, quick say hi to everybody else. Yeah, Ken, thanks so much. I appreciate you saying that. Trust me, they were bleeding bad yesterday, and you got to keep going. I'm actually going to be driving them in my truck. I got a whole stack of them. I do it at home, obviously, because of the isolation, the COVID and situation. So I bring them in, and it's going to be, again, it's a lot of work to do. And my hands show it all. But again, I'll do the work. Somebody needs it, I'll do the work. Deborah, Ildi, hey, good to see you both here this morning. And George, Big George, good morning. Thanks for always saying hi to everyone. Morning, Danny boy. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are... All right, stop, we got a workout to get to. Amy, good morning. Great to see you here as well. So like I said, today's workout, I'm looking at it right here. I'll show you, here it is. Planned last night. It's going to be a tougher workout, faster. Do as much as you can. We've got the long bands today. We've got the Red Bull work, just some quick little Red Bull work in here. Not too much. And then finishing with a little bit of a movement. Remember, everything is for real life movement. Okay, with that being said, we got this in here. Yeah, Ken, this is the worst part, with the fingers all cut up, putting on the gloves, because I got to slide them over those cuts. Especially when you do the wrong glove and put it on the wrong hand. All right. Be ready to jump right in. I'm going to have a quick drink of water. I'm a little dehydrated, I can feel from my workout earlier this morning. and it was cold, but it's still great having cold water. Okay, here we go. What I want you to do, just rock the board side to side and just lean as you're going. I want you to feel the pressure going from your right foot to your left foot, from your right foot to your left foot, and just feel that little movement going. We're waking up as we begin to get into the tougher workouts. It does start, it starts pretty quick, let's go that way. So we're just going here. Now what I want you to do is just lift your leg off. I stepped underneath the board. Here we go, so you're just here, and I'm lifting my leg a little bit so that I'm putting all my weight now onto my right leg, my left leg. And the board's going with you, and allow it to support your body weight, but try to keep your body over your leg and don't lean your shoulders too far across. Keep your shoulders between the poles. There you go. Now a little lift of the leg and hold, lift of the leg and hold, lift of the leg and hold, lift of the leg and hold. Just getting this body warmed up, beginning to raise the heart rate, getting those muscles engaged, and most importantly, getting that brain used to the different changes that's going on to support the body's needs. Okay, bring it back down. Now we're just going to bring the legs together as we begin to move. This is our last part of our warm-up, and then we're going into tap on number 2, and then we're going to step up like a V step on the 2 and 2. So don't worry if that freaks you out. We'll start off nice and slow, and you'll get into the rhythm. But we want to do a little bit faster movements today, but go at your own pace if you need to. Okay, good. Come and stop in the center. All I want you to do now is 4 times, right, left, tap on the number 2. Don't let the board touch the ground if you can help it. Here we go. So right foot, tap on the 2, tap on the 2, tap on the 2, tap on the 2. Good, hopefully your balance is good. Now, we're gonna step up on the number 2 with the right foot, step across with the number 2, now step back and tap the ground. Then we go left foot, 2, 2, back and down. Let's do that one more time. We're just going 2, 2, down, back, left foot, 2, 2, back and down. Okay, so we're gonna put those 2 together as part of the warm-up. So we're gonna do 4 taps behind the number 2, and then right foot up, back, left foot up, back. Then we go to tapping again. Are you ready? We'll start the first one slow, we'll speed it up. Here we go, tap on the 2, tap on the 2, tap on the 2, tap on the 2. Now step up. 2, 2, down and tap. Now left foot. 2, 2, down, back. Now tap, tap, down. 2. We're doing 4, 3, 4. Now up, 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 down, tap, up, down, tap. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, down, tap, up. 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up. And then just warming up here. Now we're going to go a little faster, but stay at the pace you want to go if you want. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lift that foot. 1, 2. 1, 2. Now 4 again. 1, 2, 3. Keep that board now. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 2 more times. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to speed it up a little bit. If you want to join the speed, make sure you lift those knees. Last time through. Tap, 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 tap. Now up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that was pretty fast. Just shake those legs out. Just again, always go at your own pace. I'm going to raise the level a little bit because it is the Thursday. It should be more advanced. And I know some of you love a challenge, even if you can't do it. But the number one thing to remember is safety always first. And if you're stepping up, lift your knee higher than the board and always come down on it. Don't think of lifting your foot onto it because you can catch your foot on the back. So remember, even when you're fast, the knees are going up and down to make sure that you don't clip the back of the board, up to down. Okay, push your right foot into the ground and roll the knee. We're just rolling through here, loosening up that ankle. Still part of the warm-up, and we're going to engage the quad muscles, the leg muscles next. Good, we've got the left leg rolling around. We're going to go one more time on the right. Now, take it out first and bring it in and just roll that ankle. So we're reversing the motion, which is great for the hip as well. So we get the hip moving out to in, because the first one we did in to out. Here we go, left leg. Just rolling it around. There you go, good, looking good. One more, good, shake those legs out. Okay, next exercise we're gonna do, we're doing lunges. Step very slightly back behind the board. So my feet are probably about, I'd say 12 inches behind the board. Now all we're gonna do is step on the number 2 and just lunge and come back. Then we go left foot. You ready? Step on the 2, lunge and come back. Now what I want you to do is take your right foot right in the middle and just bend onto that leg. Both legs bend. Don't let the knee go ahead of the foot and push back. And then the left leg goes in the middle. We're just gonna bend and come back. So what we've got is a lunge to the right, a lunge to the left, so we get used to being strong on one side as we go. Then we're gonna go to the middle and not let that board rock by having perfect balance in here, by having pressure on the inside and the outside of the feet. Are you ready? Here we go, press on the 2. So I lunge on the 2, I'm going to my right, I push back. I'm beginning to go to my left, I push back. Now right in the middle, here, now bend both knees, go in the middle, try to find that balance, come back up, and left foot goes right in the middle. Bend those knees, try and find that balance. Even if you want to test, take your hands off and see whether your weight's middle and back. Here we go again, right leg, down. Both legs will bend a little bit, but your weight's really going onto that front leg. Now, middle, here, bend, hands off if you want, and back. Left foot, here, bend, hands off, find that pressure, and back. Now, quick little tip before we do it again. And I just noticed this because I felt it myself. When I used my right foot, my left foot was to the side, but when I brought my right foot back, it was in the middle, so it's almost like I'm crossing my leg over. It's a little tougher. So when you go from the middle and you step back slightly to the right, so when you step, you've opened up the channel for that foot to go through. Are you ready? Here we go. We're gonna end up doing 5 sets of these because it's a leg strengthener. Go at your own pace and stop if you need to. Here we go, step on 2. 2, push back, 2, push back. My left foot is slightly outside the center. I go here, I bend, I check, I come back. I move my right foot slightly out to move the space for your left. I bend, I check, I'm back. That's 1 down. Here we go, second one. Right and down, left. Leave that left foot slightly out the center so you can bring your right foot through. Bend, check, back, move the right foot out, middle, down, check, come back. That's 2, right leg, 2 and back, 2 and back, right foot, middle, squat, check and back, left, squat, check and back. It's actually a lunge. Here we go again. Number 3, 2 and back. And this is testing your muscles. It's great for strengthening. Middle, down, check, and back. Left foot, middle. Try not to, see this board will go if I don't have my foot perfectly in here, and back. That's 3 done, 2 to go. Bend, push back, bend, push back. Now in the middle, here we go. Bend, check. I'm even gonna wobble the board and then find the middle again and push back, bend, middle, hold, push back. Last one, are you ready? Those legs are working, I can feel them in here. Here we go, 2, push and back, push and back, middle, down, check and back, middle, and again, you don't have to check if you don't want to, and back. Good, shake those legs out. We're getting into the workout. Kick those legs up a little bit. In here, there you go. Just to loosen up those thighs, stretch it out. Any lactic acid buildup that's beginning to go, which helps protect the muscles. We want to loosen it out because the muscles are no longer being stressed as far as the growth. Stress is not a bad word on the muscle. It helps it get stronger. Okay, quick drink of water. I can feel my body temperature going up. Okay, next set of exercises. We're going to step up on 2 and 2 and immediately balance. Oh, that wasn't quite so good. Then push back, Now step up with your left foot and immediately balance. Again, this is balance training, but we're going to add to this. Whichever foot came up first, we do it again. Notice your right foot comes up first, then you're here, you find your balance. Take the same foot off first. So you'll push down with the second foot. So I'm going up with my left foot, find 2, balance as quick as I can. Now I'm going to take my left foot off again because it was the first one that went up. Now that's the first one. Now we're going to change this up. We're going to make this again more advanced. Step your right foot on number 3, left foot on number 2, and find that balance as quick as you can. Bend both your knees. Now the right foot went up first, so we're going to take the right foot off. Now take your left foot, put it to number 3, right foot to number 2, and find that balance. Again, this is all about the brain feeling the pressure points and adjusting the weight. Your left foot went up first, so your left foot's going to come back first. We're going to do it again. Are you ready? 3 and 2, find your balance. Good, and the right foot went up first, so the right foot comes down first. Left, 3 and 2, find that balance. Again, get those eyes up, let your brain feel. Don't have it where your eyes are judging. Let your body feel. Left foot went up first, so let's take it down. Okay, next one we're gonna do. Right foot goes to 2, left foot goes to 1. Find that balance. And your right foot went up first, so take your right foot back. Now the left foot goes up, 2 on the left, number 1 on the right, and find that balance. Left foot went up first, so take the left foot back down. One more time. We go 2 on the right, 1 on the left, find that balance. Pressure point balance. Good. Right foot went up first, so which one goes back first? You got it. Step here, and left foot. 2 on the left, 1 on the right, find that balance. And I always look down just to check my foot placement if I'm not 100% sure which foot went up first. So you tell me which foot goes down. I can't hear you. What? Okay, left foot goes back down. Good. And the last one we're going to do now is the toughest one. Take your right foot to number 3, left foot to number 1. Find your balance. It's about 90% of your body weight is going to be on your left foot. Good. Which foot went up first? Right. So let's step it back. Now left foot goes to 3, right foot goes to 1. And just so you know, it's actually pretty easy to figure out, even if you can't see the numbers, or most of you will know it by now. Left foot went up first to come back. So look, 3 is outside the poles if they're in the outside holes. 2 is in between, or just inside the poles, and 1's are almost your feet together. So if you just look at the poles, 3 is outside, 2 is inside, 1 is near the middle. 3 is outside the pole, 2 is inside, and 1 is close to the middle. Okay, so you got these balances. I wanted to teach them to you. Now I'm going to give you a little challenge. We're going to do this quick. We're going to do each combination 1 time to jump through. Are you ready? Here we go. 2 and 2 right foot. So 2 on the right, 2 on the left. Find your balance. Right foot went up first. Bring your right foot down. Let's go straight away. Left foot. 2 and 2. Find your balance. Which foot went up first? I've said it loads of times. Left foot, so it comes down. Now the next combination. Take your right foot to 3, left foot to 2. How quick can you find that balance? Good. Right foot first, right foot down. Here we go. Left foot. 3 and 2. Find that balance. There you go. Good. And if you're not getting it, don't worry. Now the next combination. 2 on the right, 1 on the left. Find that balance. Brilliant. Right foot down. Now left foot. 2 on the left, 1 on the right. Find that balance. And look, finding it is not the ultimate goal. Being able to adjust to changes is what we're working on. Good. Left foot down. Now last one we go to is 3 on the right, 1 on the left. Find that balance. Again, you're challenging yourself. This is what we talked about. Have a destination and then do the work to get there. Step back down. Left foot goes to 3. Right foot goes to 1. Find that balance. I wasn't quite so quick on that side. There you go, good. And left foot comes back down, and we're into that. So, grab your water. This is a great one for you at home, just to challenge yourself as you're going, because it's so important. What we're working on here is body weight adjustment. This is a real balance exercise because we're adjusting. It's not about finding your middle. Look, when I walk, I'm on my right foot, my left foot, and if I exaggerate it, this is exaggeration. I go from my right to my left. I'm exaggerating it. But as we walk, we're on our right side, we're on our left side. So our body is always rocking. We're just so used to it that we don't feel that we're rocking. This is fantastic for balance. The exercise we just did, that when you're walking, we're getting used to going one side, putting pressure on the other side, putting pressure on one side, putting pressure on the other side. And that's why I love this exercise, which is good. I'll come back and say hi to people in here, but I just saw you have such a hard time holding your balance, Jill. That's great, because what's going to happen over time, you'll get it. You'll see results. But what's great is your brain is figuring it out. The balance is not because of your body. The balance is the brain figuring it out. And once you get that connection, you're going to be flying. So it's great. Yeah, Craig, without a doubt, it's easier with the board on the carpet, as I've said a number of times before, and thanks for bringing that up, Craig. The deeper the carpet, the easier it is. So sometimes you might want to put a carpet underneath or a mat that's a little thicker just to get it, and then begin to remove it or lower it down. Okay. Here we go. Another little tip, if you have a mat and you're working on a mat, you can always get a towel and put the towel on the mat and put the board on the towel, because the towel will give it an extra little bit of cushion, which will make it a little easier until you're ready to progress. Okay, next exercise. I want you to step your right foot at 45 degrees. So put your heel on number 1 and point your toe to the pole. So you'll notice I'm going 45 degrees. Now step up, take your right foot, put the toe on number 1 and your heel will be number 2. Now what we're going to do is rock forward and backwards this way. Now people say, well, why would you want to do this? Well, this is the beginning feeling of pressure as you begin to turn. Think about it. As you turn, your foot begins to change direction. So there's great walking in straight lines, but if you walk in a straight line, eventually you're going to hit a wall or hit a tree, or as my mum would know, I hit a lamppost. We were in our street, and there was one lamppost in the whole street. And I got on this bike and it was too big for me, but I felt like Eddie Merckx, the bike race, and I was so proud. And my mum, as a joke, turned around and said, Dan, don't hit the light pole. It's a big street. There's one light pole. What did I hit? The light pole. I think it was the only time. And I think my mum said, hit the light pole was a joke. That was what it was. She said, hit the light pole. I think it might have been the only time I ever listened to my mum. Anyway. Here we go. I don't know what I'm going to. Now, what I want you to do is just go up on your toes and come back and lift your toes up. So go up on your toes, and you'll notice that as you go up on your toes, you've got on your right foot, a lot of the weight is on your right foot, on the little toe, and on your left toe, you'll notice that it's the big toe. So we're using the parts of the feet that's when you're used to turning to the right. So we're preparing to not run into a light pole. Good, just a couple more. And again, as you go back, it's just you're barely lifting the toes up. You're just putting your weight on your heels. But even when you put the weight on your heels, you're still keeping your weight. I don't lean back. I just kind of go on my heels so I can feel the pressure going from the foot, toe, to the heel toe. The heel. So from the toe and then the heel. Good, come back to the middle. Just turn those feet now. Turn your left foot, put the heel on number 1, and get the toe facing the pole. Push down, turn your heel, so your toe on the right foot is by number 1, place it down. Excuse me, I've got a little bit of a frog in my throat. Sorry, Kermit. Miss Piggy's going to be so angry that what am I even trying to say? Forget it. Okay. So here we go, we're rocking forward and backwards. You'll notice now we're working on turning to the left. We're strengthening up the ability to feel in here. So now what I want you to do is go up on your left foot, or on your toes, sorry, and just rock it back slightly, enough to feel your pressure on your heels, and your toes will come up just slightly off of the board. Keep the body between the poles, even exaggerate it, especially when you go back if you need to. Okay, now let's come up and just hold that position and notice how the pressure is on the little toe on the left foot and the big toe on the right foot. So again, we're strengthening up the ability to be able to turn when we're going forward. Now, we're going to do this little exercise and combine these. Come back, put your feet together on 2 and 2. And all I want you to do is every time the board hits the ground, go up on your toes. So I'm just feeling it and just a little push. And for those of you that have a hard time going up on your toes, just the effort trying to do it One way you can do it is push your knees forward just very slightly. It's such a small movement. Just push those knees forward and you'll see how the heel will want to come off of the ground, but only go at your own pace. Now, here we go, up and up. I'm facing forward, my feet are facing forward. Now, turn your feet 45 and go up on the toes and slightly back on the heels. Up on the toes, slightly back on the heels. Up on the toes, one more time, up on the toes. Come face front. Now, up on the toes, down. Up on the toes. Every time the board hits the ground, we go 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and guess what's coming up? 4. Shift your feet 45 degrees. Here we go. Up and back, and up and back, and up. You straighten those feet up. Last one, we've got 8 times now going to the front. Are you ready? And up, heels as we rock. Up, heels as we rock. Up. Heels as we rock, that's 4 to go. Good, 3 to go. Up, and last one, up, good. And just rock it out, and as you rock, bring your feet together as the board touches the ground. So we're just loosening up now. Great exercise, like I said, for strengthening up your toes. Great exercise for engaging the calf muscles and getting the ankles a little stronger because we're working on an angle as we go. But we're working right and left side of the ankle, but we're also working the front and back of the ankle as well by going up and strengthening. You'll notice your calves have been working, and at the same time, you're adjusting your balance to a surface that's slightly on an angle. Okay, good. What I want you to do is just step back off of the board, shake those legs out. Let's just go into 4 squats. I want you to, before we start the next exercise, to feel how solid the ground feels. So remember, we always start by pushing back slightly. We did this on Tuesday. Push back slightly and then bend your knees. Are you ready? Here we go. Back slightly, bend the knees. Now I want you to take a quick little look. Are your knees ahead of your toes? They should be in line or very slightly behind. Stand back up. If they're ahead of your toes, if they're doing this in here, make sure your butt goes back and then sit down. Here we go, second one. Butt goes back. Now feel how solid the ground is. How solid does it? Let go if you can and come and stand back up. 2 to go. Butt goes back. We're down. Feel how solid that ground is. Come and stand back up. And the last one. Butt goes back, down. Again, take your hands off. Feel your toes on the ground. Feel your heels on the ground and back up. Brilliant. Okay, just watch this. This is how we're going to do this. I'm going to walk around. I come to the front. I grab the poles a little lower. I'm going to lift up the board and just turn it around so it's facing the front. Does that make sense? The reason I do that, if you look at the way the board's cut out, if you do it from the back, you've got to lean forward and try and turn it around. It can put a little bit of extra pressure on your lower back and it's harder. And you can hit your shins on the board. By going to the front and facing this way, it's almost like there's a cutout for your feet just to shuffle around. And most importantly, you can hold the ball closer to you so it's over the center of your body and not leaning forward so you're not putting pressure on that back. Grab a quick drink of water. Class is going great today. I really feel that there's a lot of teaching and education going on, which is great, but I feel we're getting a really good workout as well by isolating the muscle. It's not as much a cardio as it is a strengthening. Okay, for those of you that were here Tuesday, you will have heard how important fast feet are. The ability to go from a slower stride to a quicker step, especially if you're beginning to lose your balance. And I explained, if you trip, the first thing that happens is your head goes forward, your feet are behind, and we tend to do this to try and save ourselves. And as you do that, you're going to fall, right? Because you're sending all your weight forward. What we want to do is if I begin to trip, my head comes forward. The first reaction is speed the feet up, but at the same time, pull the head back. So now I'm in here. I trip, oh, I can do this, and now I save myself. When you practice this, it would naturally happen before you even think it. I've seen some amazing testimonials, including my own mum. Mum, you can attest to that, where you thought you were going to fall, but the body reacted, and you don't know how you stayed up. It just did it. Well, it's because the body and the brain was so connected, it reacted before your thought got to it. Beauty of life. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Long explanation. Run small little feet. And you're going to see why we're doing this. And just relax. And we're going to go again. Quick little feet. and my feet aren't coming off the ground. When I trip and I begin to feel like I'm losing my balance, I don't take these big steps. I need quick little steps to bring my feet back underneath. Now, step back a little bit and just bring those feet back to the front. And step back and bring those feet forward, small. And step back and quick little feet forward. And step back and quick little feet forward. So what we're doing, we're training the body to get used to bringing the feet back underneath itself. Now, this is what we're going to do. Take your right foot, step up on the ball and try and find that balance. So what we're doing, we're engaging the feeling of the brain to the foot, what's happening. We're going to try and hold that balance. Now what we're going to do, and you can do this with me right away, step back with your left foot, bring your right foot forward, and then quick little steps and bring it back again. Let's step up with the left foot. Remember, when we step back, you're going to step back with the right foot. So step up with the left foot, find your balance. Good, hold that balance, see if you can find it. The higher you can go up on your toe, and you don't have to, you want to do this at your own level, the higher you go up, the more you're working the ankle, the calf, and the toes. Now take a bigger step back here, and then quick little feet and bring your feet back to the middle again. So, right foot. And again, quick little tip for those that haven't done it before, and I do talk about this in the Bob Eubanks 3-week workout. The intermediate workout, sorry, that's when we bring the red ball in. Don't have the middle of your foot on the ball, have the ball of your foot, and if you look down, the toes really shouldn't be ahead of the ball. Here we go. We're going to end up doing 6 more of these. It would be 8 total. So we've got 3 on each side. Are you ready? Here we go. Up. Find that balance. See if you can hold it. 3, 2, 1. Step back, and then quick little feet and bring your feet back to the board. Left foot. Make sure it's good on the ball. Step up. Hold that balance, go up on that toe if you want to. 3, 2, 1, step back, and then quick little feet, bring your feet back. 2 to go, right. Step up, hold that balance. How's that balance going? Hold it. Step back, and then quick little feet, bringing you back together again. And then left foot, up, hold. Gotta find that balance. If the ball goes off and you find it off, slowly put pressure on the correct part of the foot. If it's going to the right, my left foot, I'm going to use my little toe. And if it goes the other side, I use my right toe. Now step back, and then quick little feet in here, last one each side. Now the reason that I'm going from a stationary position to a quick foot position, instead of a small movement into a fast movement, we're actually going stationary, is I want the brain to learn to react so quick from nothing to everything. Step back, quick little steps. So we go from comfortable, there's nothing comfortable about being on this red ball, but comfortable to then having to go quick. 2, 1, step back and quick little steps. There you go, good. That's all we're going to do on the red ball today, because I wanted to engage the foot, I wanted to engage the calf, the ankle, but I really wanted to engage the difference of the brain, feeling the body going from stationary to quick feet, no different than I'm walking nice and relaxed. Now my brain has to react real quick, and we train the body to go quicker to make sure we're safe. Okay, grab the poles from behind, lift the board up, small little steps going around, place it back down, and we are on to a tough little workout. This is going to get your long bands. Get the long bands, move the poles inside. We'll take about a minute and get a drink of water. You got it? Here we go. So I've got my clip key, quick little change, that one's in. Now, what I'm hoping for in here is that some of you that had a hard time changing the poles because going down, so you've improved so much. People that couldn't touch the board, couldn't get on the ground, couldn't get back up again, and now able to do these motions. And so hopefully changing the poles isn't too hard. I will show you another way to do it really quickly. And again, there's no rush here. We're going on to band work. So get the long bands and put them on the outside. We're still going. One way to do this, and I'll show you on one side. I've got my clip in here. All you do if you have a hard time bending down is grab the pole, push it forward so the board's on the ground, and then place it against your knees. So now it's here. Now I don't have to bend down so much. I can just undo, push it here, put it back into the center, push it down so it locks in, and you'll see the red clip come through, and then I can just step back, and that's one way to take out having to bend down so much as well. Okay, I'm gonna get my long bands. I'm using the red bands because they're long. I take the clip and I slide it up the pole. So now, here's one, I can rest that on there. Remember, take the band, slide it through the side, loop the handle through the loop. That makes sense, doesn't it? Loop the handle through the loop, feed the handle through the loop. Same on the other side. We go here, feed it through, make sure it's on there safe and place it up here. Okay, I'm gonna grab a quick drink of water because I didn't and I know I need it. Okay, so this is gonna be a little bit of a tougher workout in here. So remember, you don't have to use the bands. You can do the arm actions without the band. You don't have to go as high. If you have a little bit of a shoulder pain, just keep the movement so there's kind of what we're doing is we're loosening up the shoulder joint with little motions. If it hurts, do less of extensive motion and maybe let go of the band, put the band back and just do small little motions in here. Does that make sense? Okay, here we go. We're gonna step up on 2 and 2. Very simple. We're only gonna be using the right arm. So we're gonna be doing one set of each, but we're gonna make it dynamic. So instead of doing, 2, 3 sets of 5, we're gonna be doing in here one set of 18. So we don't have to go through it twice. We're gonna work the muscle one time through, and that would be great. We don't need to come back and do it again. Are you ready? Take with your right hand, take the band. You're gonna take your hand forward, and then when it's in this position, just bend the elbow. It's that easy. So your hand is facing the front and the band is on your forearm going forward. Now, find your balance. So we're gonna be going 18 reps, but it's 6 in each position, 3 different positions. Are you ready? Find the balance and go. 1 and 2, feel strong. 3, keep that balance. Your feet are on 2 and 2, 4, 5, and 6. Good, now bring your arm to the side. Take it as high as you can. 1 and 2 and, even though the band is not engaged, I bring it all the way down. 3, so I get full motion. 4 and 5 and last one. 6, good. Now what I want you to do here is take your hand and turn it palm up. You don't have to let go of the band, just turn it palm up. And all we're going to do is we're going to lift it forward as if you were lifting your grandchild up or lifting up something so you could bring it up and say hi and maybe give it a little kiss on the forehead or give them a hug. Let's go with a hug. That sounds even better. Here we go. Are you ready? And go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Keep that balance. 5. And notice as your arm goes up, your balance changes. 6. Good. That's the right side done. And hopefully you felt that strengthening going on across the shoulder, your chest, your back, but keep the core engaged. Keep it tight. That just means, again, squeezing those muscles, feeling them, squeezing and holding that there. Your legs are naturally working because they're working on balance, so they're engaged at all times as well. Okay, left side, here we go, 18 reps. Bring your arm forward, bend it. 18, I'm not gonna stop now to explain, we're just gonna turn that hand on the last 6. Are you ready? And go. 1 and 2. Keep that balance. 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Bring it down to your side. Here we go, as high as you can go without pain. 1 and 2. Feel that muscle working. 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Now turn your hand to the front, bring them up for a hug. 1 and 2 and 3 and keep that balance. 4 and 5. Last one. 6. Oh, gosh, I could feel that on my shoulders. And that's our band workout done for the day. Again, I don't want to go too much. That's why instead of doing set, I wanted to do 18 on one side. Now, if some of you found that easy, you can do a whole second set of it if you want to. During the day sometimes. Just make sure you loosen up first. and start doing the exercise without the band just to loosen up and then add the band. And if the bands, you need extra resistance ones, all of you will know, we have yellow comes with the board, green, red, blue, and black. And all of them have their own resistance. The black is really tough. And when I've worked out, sometimes I've taken 2 bands, put them in my hand, and done the double. So the black and blue is like lifting, 100 pounds of weight. It's really tough. Okay, what don't we do? Push down with the right, come back with the left. Now, last exercise we're going to do. And this is again because we're building at a higher level for mobility outside. So, in front of you is a flower. It's right on that red ball in front of you. There's a flower, and you're going to pick it and take it home, and you want that beautiful smell. So what I want you to do is let the board touch the ground, take your right foot back, slide your hand down, touch the red ball, and come back up again. And again, if you can't reach the red ball, it's okay, reach down to the board, maybe a little where the red sticker is in the middle, so you're not leaning forward as fast. We're gonna go right side. Left foot goes back, slide the hand down, just touch the board or touch the red ball and come back up again. Push it to the left. We're doing 6 of these, we've done 2. So slide your hands down the pole, feel strong in your legs, touch the red ball or touch the red marker, come back up, that's 3. Go back, we now go on to the next side. Slide your hands down, hold onto the pole with your right hand, come down, and feel your legs are having the power. 3 to go. We slide down, we're in here, come down, touch, come back up, slide the board, step here, down, touch, and come back up, and last one. Here we go. Right foot goes back, slide down. Now feel strong on your legs, right? Don't lean forward and put the pressure on your back. Your legs are strong. I pick the flower, I come back up, and it smells beautiful, right? So now shake out. I guarantee you will have felt that in your legs. So the last thing we're gonna do is go to the next level and feel my breathing's up as well. The last thing we're going to do is now take the knee to the ground. Remember, I'll talk you through this and only go as far as you feel comfortable or confident. But all we're going to do is I'm going to start, take your right leg back, hold onto the poles, let your hands come down, and then slide your hands if you need to in here. You're going to pull yourself back up again. My knee's on the ground, I pull myself back up. Let's go. Left foot goes back. We've got 6 of these. Hold on to the poles. Feel your weight on there, but feel the strength in your leg. I go down. I feel my knee. Now push with your legs and pull with your hands at the same time. That's 2. Now, for those of you that can do this, we're going more advanced, and this will, at the same time, I'm going to turn these out slightly. This will give you an idea of where we're progressing to, because obviously you don't have poles when you're out walking. Let's go back. Slide down. Now feel most of the weight on your legs. Now for those of you that are strong enough or confident enough, put your hand on your knee and push with your arms as you stand up. Good. And those of you that don't want to do this yet or you get stuck, grab hold of those poles. Here we go. Left foot goes back. I hold on. I let my body down slow, but I've got my weight on my legs. My legs feel so strong. I push into the ground with my feet. I'm going to put both hands on my knee and then I'm going to push back up. Good, and the last one, I'm going to take it to even the next level because you're now holding a flower. Last exercise of the day. Take your leg back, drop down, feel strong on your legs, especially your left leg. You're here. Now, I'm going to pick that flower, I'm going to bring it up, I'm going to put my left hand on for those that are strong. If not, grab the poles or put both hands. And from here, I'm going to push with my left hand and I bring that flower back up. Here we go, last time on the other leg. We step back. I'm holding on, I feel strong on my legs. My weight's between my legs, but a little more on my right leg. I come down, I'm gonna pick up that flower. I now put my right hand on the right leg, and I'm gonna stand back up again. So whichever way works for you, whether it's holding the poles, because again, you may not have pole, you won't have poles outside unless you're using walking poles. But what we're doing is we're slowly strengthening the body to get to the point where you can actually go down and get back up again, all the way down onto 2 knees and get back up again. So eventually you have full mobility, but we need to take our time to get there. So don't rush, don't stress, don't worry. If you couldn't do the whole thing, over weeks and weeks of training, you'll be amazed. And remember, it takes time, but if you don't do the work, you won't get better, you'll go backwards. So you're not just from where you are today. If you get to do more, you're reversing the aging process. Remember that. You're reversing the aging process, because a lot of people obviously doing nothing, you're going to continue that downward slope. I saw it with Bob Eubanks. And as Bob began to do things, just by doing it, he had reversed the aging process, because his natural progression was this. So even maintaining where he was stopping it. So he was already beginning to reverse. And then as he went on and began to do things instead of going down, look at the difference. You're here today and you've got the choice to do this and look at the gap, or here today, if you don't do it, it's here, and eventually you'll go to here. I've seen it with so many people, and I know you're good enough and strong enough and powerful enough. This will work for you. Okay, enough talking. Shake those legs out, push the board to the right. Let's put your calf, the ball of your foot, on the right leg, and just pushing into here, feel the stretch in the calf muscle. Good, and push the board to the left, ball of the foot goes on the edge of the board, heel goes on the ground, and again, feel that stretch. Beautiful. And one more time, push the board to the right, ball of the foot on the board. Now, the closer you go, don't go across the middle, but the closer you go to the middle of the board, the more the stretch, because it's further from the ground. So if I do it here on the side, it's not as much stretch, but the more I bring my foot to the middle, the higher the board, the more the stretch in the calf. Let's change last side. And I have noticed a big improvement in my flexibility over the last few weeks. I spent a little bit more time stretching. Don't forget that during the day, and I'm going to talk with Kathy about this and Debbie and see if maybe we'll do an exercise program where we're going to use the things off of the board to stretch while you're sitting down. Not the base of the board, but the poles, the bands, and the ball. So we can, again, you're watching TV during the day or you're reading something, but you want to stretch. You've been watching a great TV show for 30 minutes. Maybe you should stretch while it finishes the second 30 minutes, just for 5 minutes, so that when you get up or before you get up, you're ready to go. Okay, let's take the heel, take the right heel, put it on number 2, and just stretch forward. My left leg is slightly bent, my right leg is straight, and the more you can pull the toe up, the better. I normally say slide your hand down your shin and use the pole here to help, but if you can grab your toe and pull it back a little bit, you'll get that extra little bit of stretch. Again, this is more advanced. Good, come back to the center. Take the heel, put it on there, bend the right leg, but again, take your weight forward. I can feel that stretch on my left leg. Here, if you need extra support, if you're good with one hand, put it on your leg and see how far you can slide that hand down. If you can grab the toe and pull it back, you'll feel the extra stretch both in the hamstring and the calf. Good, and come back up again, shake those legs out. Let's roll the ankle, loosen it up. 4, 3, 2, last one, change leg. 4, 3, 2, last one, good. Shake those feet out. Now what I want you to do is just lift your knee and just push the toe. I did it from the side, you'll see I'm just doing this with my toe. It's almost like I'm tapping the pedal, or I like to think I'm tap dancing. How many taps can I get on the ground? So loose ankle, and I'm just tapping the ground. But again, don't put any effort into this. It's just moving that foot. Good, shake the legs out. Okay, take your right arm, come and touch your shoulder. Right arm touches the left shoulder. Take the left hand under the elbow and just give that extra little bit of a stretch. There you go, good. Bring the left hand, touch the right shoulder. Take the right hand under the elbow and just give it that extra little stretch. Feel the stretch across the back. Is such a good stretch. One more time on the right. Right hand goes to the left shoulder, bring it under and just have that little stretch. And then go in the other side. We're going to take left hand comes to right shoulder, right hand comes down, feel that little stretch. Now we want to reverse that. We've stretched the back, now we want to stretch the chest. So what we're going to do is take your hands, and if you can connect them behind and loop them in, and then just pull down. Now, if you can't do that, if you can't reach your hands, put your hands on your butt and just slide them down over the back of your butt here and see if you can just go down the back of your leg. You'll feel the stretch. I like the one where you can pull back here, but again, over time, we can loosen that up as well. Just hold that for 5 seconds. Bring those shoulders down, 4 seconds. Pull that chest back, 3 seconds. 2, 1, and let go. Shake those arms out. And one more time, here we go. Again, for those that can't do this, I'm going to turn around and just use my hands on my butt now here and just pull back. Now pull those shoulders back and see if you can try and bring those fingers to touch each other. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax it down. Good, just a little rock to the side and hold. And a little rock to the side and hold. And lift that left elbow higher. Get more of a stretch on the side and lift the right higher. And there you go. And last one for the day. Now, if you have vertigo, don't do this one. I'd say don't even do it at all. If you've got vertigo, I would just twist your head slightly, but keep your eyes forward and keep your eyes forward and just do it really slow so we don't engage the change of angle within the brain or within the ears often. I mean, the canals between itself, the vertigo. But if you're good, I'm going to touch your right ear to the right shoulder. Get close. I can't touch my ear without bringing, I don't want to bring my shoulder up. Now touch your chin against your chest. Now come to the left. Hold it there. And then slowly hold on to the poles if you need to. Look up at the ceiling and hold it there. Feel that stretch down the front. And come back to the middle. We're going to do it one more time going the other way. Touch your right ear, left ear drops towards the shoulder. Now slowly roll it till your chin touches your chest. Hold it so you feel the stretch down the back of your neck. Now go across to the right side so my right ear is close to my right shoulder. Don't lift the shoulders up, let them drop. Feel that stretch down the left. And then slowly, if you feel comfortable, take it back and look at the ceiling. Feel the stretch down the front of your neck. And come back to the middle. And that's it for today. Grab your water. Great workout. Well done, everybody. Thanks so much for all you're doing here. I'm going to take these gloves off so I can loosen up those fingers. Oh. Put that there. So thanks so much. It was a good workout. It was a little bit tougher in here. And over time, we're going to be doing tougher and tougher workouts as options, right? It's not about, this is never, and I want to understand, I can do crazy workouts on here. I can do jumping up here and squats and landing and doing stuff. It's amazing what the board can do, but it's not about showing what's possible. It's about making sure that everyone can do what we're doing. And as we begin to grow it, grow with us. Don't get intimidated. As long as you can safely stand on the board, get on the board and get off the board, facing forwards and sideways, you will always be safe on here because your brain and your body will naturally kick in. And we always know, if you begin to feel a little, off center and a little bit nervous, all you have to do is stop. Just find your center on the board, watch a little bit and join back in again. So thanks so much. Let me go back and say hi to everybody that's here. I'm going all the way back to Beth. Hey Beth, how you doing? Great to see you here. Good morning. Mum, good to see you here as well. Jen, great to see you here as well. Great to see my mum, of course. I can't say good for my mum and great for Jen. Great to see you both. Ildi, good morning. It's probably a little while ago. And Gwen, beautiful to see you both here. Thanks so much for jumping on the class in here. Gwen, I don't know if I've seen you here before. And if I have, I apologize. If I haven't, this is your first time. Thanks so much for showing up. Remember, this was more of an advanced class. And you look like an athlete. So beautiful smile. So maybe you'd be kicking my butt and saying, damn, raise the level. But thanks so much for being here. Terme, great to see you. Good morning. Hope you got to join in today. Vicky, thanks so much. I know you normally don't do this. I don't know if you did it with us, so I know you'll do it later. And I always love seeing your comments later of support and positive. You're such a positive person, and keep that going because you're the biggest benefactor. Everyone celebrates around you, but you're celebrating inside you. Autumn, there she is. Good morning, Autumn. Great to see you as well. Thanks so much for being here. And Sherry, has yours shipped yet? It should have shipped already. Let me know if it hasn't, because I love your energy. I love how you can't wait to get that. You haven't even been on the board yet, and you've got such an amazing positive attitude. So, let me know if it's shipped. You can always put a message on here. It's on its way, and then I'll try and help track it as well. Make sure you get it. Donna, great to see you here this morning. Thanks so much for being here. And Jill, we already spoke about your balance. That's great. And we had Craig leave a great message as well in there. Victoria, Queen Victoria, going back to England. Great to see you here. Thanks so much for being here. And Bob, you're late, but you're here. Bob, I think you were late by about 1 hour, 20 minutes. So, but I'm glad you're here. It's great to see you. I hope you got to join in. And Bob, like anybody else, you can always go back. This will be saved on Facebook, so you can go back and actually do the workout later if you missed it now. Or you can go to YouTube and our 60 Up channel on YouTube, and it'll be posted there coming up pretty soon as well. So fantastic. Thanks so much for being here. And always great to see you, Bob. Denise, you have issues this morning. So you're going to do the workout there. I hope everything's okay. I hope everything's fine. Remember, everything always works out. And certainly it works out a lot better if you keep a positive attitude. And it's great that you know that you'll be back later and keep smiling. Always keep smiling. Even when you're sad, sometimes there's, as you saw on Tuesday, I got pretty emotional. But I'm still smiling because I have the ability to connect with you all. And that's the positive that I have. Thanks so much. Leah, good to see you, Leah. I think you're the first Leah that's been on the class. So thanks so much for being here. My mum's twin sister is called Leah. So I love seeing that name. Thanks so much. Beth, awesome. Great that. Craig, love having you here on the Thursday walkout. Walkout? I guess we're going to walk out, right? Don't walk out on me. Workout. Thanks so much. And Betsy, great having you here. Awesome. Okay, Chad, I love this. It says, Chad, I had to modify some, like the very fast things. Oops, I got to go here. But love the movements and balance exercise. Thanks so much. And that's what I love. Adapt, adjust, work. Because if you find something's a little too fast, don't push it. You don't have to get the speed. We got to get the feeling. I just raised the speed so that everyone again eventually can become so progressive. They can be outside doing things they never thought they'd do again. I was talking to my dad the other day, and he's been jumping rope. And he said he started jumping rope, and these young guys couldn't believe how good he was because he was better than them, and he used to jump rope a lot. But don't limit on age, and you'll be amazed how many people you'll surprise because society's taught us to judge on outside appearance. But I know if they could see who we are from the inside, we'd be putting fear into those that think that they're better than us on the athletic side. So they just take it for granted. So great job there. In there, Chad, thanks so much for bringing that up. And everybody, again, adapt and adjust and go at your own speed. Doug, I think it's the first time I've seen you here, Doug. I'm not sure, but don't recognize the name, but it's a pleasure having you here. So thanks so much for coming on to the class and being here as well. And George, you're one of the smartest people around. I know that because you say cheers, mate. I mean, it's really like, I mean, you got to know what you're talking about to say cheers, mate. Not everybody understands it and can get there. So cheers, mate. Oh, hang on. That was Australian. Hang loose. I'm going to say cheers, mate. Rightio. Louise, thanks for being here and saying here. Thanks for showing up and being here as well. I don't know how long you've been here, but always great to have every single person here, and glad I can help if I can. That's great. Larry, you said slowly the muscles on your right bad knee are getting stronger thanks to you and 60. It's thanks to you. We're just the vehicle. You got to drive it. That's the thing. I can have the most amazing car, but if there's no gas in it, it doesn't go anywhere. It becomes a garden shed. And again, the power is behind you. We're just giving you the vehicle. And thanks so much. And again, always stay smart. Always stay smart because go slowly. We did on Tuesday, if you didn't see it, Larry, on Tuesday I did a knee specific training warm-up to help strengthen the muscles. And so that was, again, go slow, let it grow slowly. It's great to hear. Oh, and Larry, one more thing. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Larry. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday for 86 yesterday, Larry. You're a young whippersnapper, and I'm going to be singing that to you for many, many more years to come, hopefully through 60 Up. Anyway, that's the end of the class. I'm now driving to our warehouse, dropping off those metal poles. And thanks so much for all of you being here, going through the workout. I know you're dropping off your days going on, but stay safe, stay smart, and stay believing in you because you're worth believing in. Thanks so much.